THOR HUSHOVD, one of the greatest sprinters of all time. Long drag sprinting, 10 plus second sprints, false flats, crushing it. Here's the Omloop het Nieuwsblad, destroying. 2009, looks like 1980s. Let's get into it. Stage 13, 2011, in the World Champs jersey. It's a hilly mountain stage, doesn't suit him. Col d'Aubisque, the HC climb in the middle from Pas de Lourdes. And he was in a breakaway with 10 riders, including mainly climbers. And he attacked on the climb, just like Andre Greipel does sometimes, to get a bit ahead, and then he caught back up with the guys, with the smaller riders on the descent, who gapped him on the climb. So let's catch back up. He's with David Montgouty. He's 18 seconds behind Jeremy Roy, who's alone in the lead, and they got 10 kilometres left. The breakaway is going to win today. HUSHOVD in the World Champs colours there. So what strategy should he adopt 10 kilometres out? So it's flat and false flat descent in, and a little drop-off climb in the last 2 minutes. So whenever he came and pulled a turn, he would put a little watt spike into Montgouty, Montgouty and Roy, you can see they're small guys, skinny climbers, and HUSHOVD would just come around him at about 600, 700 watts, put a lot of pressure on Montgouty, make him watt spike. And like 8 kilometres left, he's just trying to fatigue the smaller rider. He's probably got like 15 kilos on him. Now you can see Roy's ahead, but they've got him in sight, so once he's in sight, it's all over, especially with a big guy like HUSHOVD. So what strategy should he adopt? Should he bridge over steadily and not spike his own watts, but take Montgouty with him, or what he does here, when Montgouty finishes his turn at 3 kilometres left, he attacks him really hard, because there's like maybe a 250 metre gap between them and Roy. So instead of bringing Montgouty with him, he's feeling good, he's got strong legs, so he gaps himself over. That way, he's just eliminating people being with him at the finish line, making everyone work equally, especially if you're a rider with fresh legs. Don't let people sit on. So Roy's binning himself, and here we can see, oh my god, rampaging HUSHOVD. And watch when he catches up to Roy. He doesn't attack him straight away. He doesn't sit on him either. So he doesn't want to let Montgouty catch back up. So he has a micro rest, 5 seconds, high cadence. He shifts into a lower gear, little micro rest, sees Montgouty coming, and instead of being in a trio, attacks again. And that way, all three riders have to ride for themselves, because Roy's not going to be able to lead Montgouty anywhere, and Montgouty is not strong enough to drag both either him or Roy to the line. So great attack 2 kilometres out. So you can see all three riders are strung out. Montgouty went around Roy, and he has the advantage here, and probably got to be the greatest win of his career. I mean, mountain stage, World Champs jersey, not a climber. He's a time trialist and a long range sprinter, or just a classic big sprinter. Fantastic win. Played it perfectly.
Dejlig! Så trøye da! Ja da! Nå klemmer vi! Nå tar vi klemmen!
So here's his strategy in play. What do you do when you've got a couple of half-decent sprinters behind you, but they know you're the strongest sprinter, so they're going to sit on your wheel. So he makes these guys sit on his wheel in the gutter. He rides in the gutter. That way he only has to look over one of his shoulders, and they have to attack him to the outside, where you can see them gearing up to move. So great move by him, putting them in the gutter. This guy loses his clip in, nearly crashes, and that's a long range, 17 seconds. So let's see how long the sprint is. This suits him, so it's a 10-second sprint. The other guy can't even get around him. Perfectly suited for HUSHOVD, and that's what you want. When you're in front and you're the strongest sprinter, you can make it long by just waiting, and the people behind you have to go early because they got to get around you. Just shows how strong he is. The other guy didn't even get up to his max speed. This, I think, is HUSHOVD's most dominant sprint victory. You can see McEwen is at the front with the two guys there. McEwen knows he can't win from 600 metres out. It's the Tour de France stage, so he comes back into the pack. I think that's Euskaltel on the front. But what you want to look, another guy attacks off the front, really strong attack. He gets second. But watch, so HUSHOVD's in second wheel here. His teammate's on the front in the Crédit Agricole kit, and he drives in this one left-hand corner that you got to be in position for. Watch HUSHOVD pop out, and then he gets this first line into the corner. So we'll watch it one more time. So his teammate, he brake checks everyone behind him, and HUSHOVD pops in front of his wheel, and that gives him just a 5 metre gap that everyone else has to bridge towards, and it's a false flat or uphill sprint to the finish. And Zabel, O'Grady, McEwen were behind him. They didn't even get within 5 metres, 10 metres of his wheel. That's one of the most dominant sprint victories in the Tour de France I've ever seen. This has to be his greatest win, almost, just after the Col de Bisque win. Geelong 2009 World Championships. Ian, shout out to you there. Chapeau to Nicky Terpstra for a great attack here. Maybe the most acute hip to back angle I've ever seen. Look how flat his back is. Just insane. Hushhovd's just sitting about 4th or 5th wheel in this pack here, just biding his time. 100 metres to go, 150 metres to go. So he bides his time, and he knows if he gets 10 seconds and times it perfectly, maybe with 100 metres left or 75 metres left, it's a false flat to maybe 3% uphill, that suits him perfectly. So if he just goes with 8 to 10 seconds left, he has the advantage. Let's hear the Norwegian commentary on the finish.
THOR foran, THOR leder, THOR kommer, han tar det, han verdensmester, THOR Hushovd! Fantastisk! Utrolig sterkt gjort! Han timet dette helt riktig!
Champs-Élysées, Tour de France, the most prestigious sprint win any rider could ever have. All that matters here is coming into this corner in good position. You see on the right-hand side, if you watch for the green jersey, sorry for the grainy footage, this is not the 1980s, he comes through about 4th wheel behind McEwen, so he always gets into a nice position. He's on the barriers here, and then McEwen goes really early, and here you can see the difference. McEwen has 5 seconds sprint power, but after that not much, so he goes really early. Hushhovd comes around, 10 seconds. Norwegian commentary, take it away.
THOR Hushovd ute til venstre. Dette blir en maktdemonstrasjon. THOR Hushovd